Are you feeling stressed or unfulfilled at your job? This is a question that many of us have asked ourselves, but how do we know when it's time to listen to that inner voice? Welcome to our discussion on the importance of mental health in the workplace. We'll dive into the potential pitfalls of staying in a role that's no longer serving you, and explore the impact an unhealthy work environment can have on your overall well-being. Because, at the end of the day, recognizing the signs that it might be time to leave your job is crucial for maintaining your mental health. Firstly, let's discuss about the lack of motivation. It's like a fog that slowly creeps in, making even the simplest tasks feel like climbing a mountain. You may find yourself procrastinating more, your productivity plummeting, and your spark for work gradually fading away. It's more than just a bad day, it's a persistent feeling that drains your energy and enthusiasm. This lack of motivation isn't just detrimental to your work, it can seep into your personal life too, robbing you of joy and fulfillment in other areas. If you're constantly feeling unmotivated, it might be time to start looking for a change. The second sign is chronic stress. This isn't just about having a tough week or meeting a tight deadline. We're talking about persistent, ongoing stress that begins to seep into every aspect of your life. It's the kind of stress that keeps you awake at night, that makes you dread the start of each workday, and that leaves you feeling drained and depleted. Chronic stress can seriously impact your work performance, making it difficult to focus or think creatively. But it doesn't stop at work. It can affect your personal life too, straining relationships and leading to health issues. This level of stress is often a sign of a toxic work environment. Chronic stress is not just bad for your work performance, but also for your overall well-being. The third and fourth signs are feeling stagnant and experiencing dread. Imagine being stuck in a role where you're not growing or learning anything new. You're in the same place today as you were a year ago, or even 2 years ago. This stagnation can lead to a sense of frustration and dissatisfaction. It's like being on a treadmill, running but not going anywhere. Now let's talk about dread. It's that sinking feeling in your stomach as Sunday evening rolls around, the dread of facing another week at work. It's the reluctance to get out of bed every morning because you're not looking forward to the day ahead. This constant feeling of dread is not just a sign of job dissatisfaction, but it can also take a toll on your mental health and overall well-being. These feelings of stagnation and dread are more than just workplace blues. They're signs that you're in a job that's not right for you, a job that's not allowing you to grow or find satisfaction. It's important to recognize these signs and take action. After all, you spend a significant portion of your life at work. It should be a place that brings you fulfillment and joy, not frustration and dread. Feeling like you're not moving forward and dreading your work days are clear signs that something needs to change. The last two signs are being in a toxic environment and being constantly overworked. A toxic environment is like a poison, slowly seeping into every aspect of your life. It's not just about a boss who belittles you or a coworker who undermines you. It's about a culture that allows such behaviors to persist, that values competition over collaboration, that encourages silence over speaking up. It's an environment where respect and decency are compromised, and where your worth is reduced to your output. Now, let's talk about being constantly overworked. It's one thing to work hard, but it's another to be in a state of perpetual exhaustion, to have your work-life balance obliterated. It's about being expected to be always on, to prioritize work over personal life, health, and happiness. This relentless overwork can lead to burnout, a state of chronic physical and emotional exhaustion that can have severe implications for your mental health. Both these conditions, a toxic environment and constant overwork, can make you dread Mondays, can make you question your worth, and can make you feel trapped. But remember, it's not a sign of failure to recognize these signs. It's a sign of self-awareness and courage. If you're in a toxic environment or constantly overworked, it's important to consider your options. So, what to do when you recognize these signs? This is the question many of us find ourselves asking when we start to feel the strain of an unfulfilling or unhealthy job situation. Let's quickly recap those 6 signs. Lack of motivation, chronic stress, feeling stagnant in your role, experiencing dread about work, being in a toxic work environment, and facing constant overwork without recognition. Each of these signs is a red flag, a signal that it might be time to consider a change. Prioritizing your mental health in the workplace is not just important, it's absolutely essential. Mental health and job satisfaction are intertwined, and if one begins to suffer, the other is likely to follow. An unhealthy job situation can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression. It's not a situation anyone should have to endure. And remember, it's always okay to prioritize yourself. Leaving an unhealthy job can lead to better opportunities and improved mental health. It can be a chance to find a role that truly excites you, in an environment that encourages growth rather than stifling it. It can be the first step towards a happier, healthier you. The decision to leave a job is never an easy one, but it is a decision that should always be made with your well-being in mind. Don't let fear of the unknown hold you back from seeking a healthier work environment. Remember, your mental health is crucial. Don't let an unhealthy job situation compromise it. It's okay to prioritize yourself and look for better opportunities.